It's been a turbulent and electrifying week in the MMA world, and UFC President Dana White is once again at the center of the storm. Two of the biggest stories in the fight game collided. A heated backstage altercation between Ilia Topuria and Evloev, and the rising question, is Garry next in line for the welterweight title shot? Let's start with Garry. It's now official. Garry has been named the backup fighter for the welterweight title fight between Belal Muhammad and Jack Della Maddalena. This might not sound like a major announcement to the casual fan, but seasoned followers of the sport know what this typically signals. Historically, being a backup fighter is a golden ticket to a future title shot. Just ask Colby Covington, who backed up Leon Edwards versus Kamaru Usman and then got the next crack at gold. Belal Muhammad did the same and owned his title opportunity. Sergey Pavlovich stepped in as backup for Jones versus Miocic and ended up fighting Tom Aspinall for the interim heavyweight title. With that in mind, Garry's placement as backup isn't just procedural, it's promotional. He's on a tear, coming off a dominant performance over Carlos Peters, a feared knockout artist. Garry showcased poise, timing, and calculated aggression. His maturity inside the cage has caught the attention of fans and executives alike. Add his growing fan base and natural charisma, and it's not hard to see why he may leapfrog contenders like Shavkat Rakhmonov. Dana White has already said, Garry will be my backup for Belal versus Jack. And given the pattern, Garry is more than just waiting in the wings. He's almost certainly next. Former UFC star and analyst Chael Sonnen weighed in, emphasizing that being named backup is not a placeholder role. If the fighter goes through a full camp, gets licensed, and makes weight, history shows they often get rewarded with the next opportunity. With Islam Makhachev flirting with a move up in weight and Rakhmonov currently sidelined, Garry's stars seem to be aligning. He may not have to beat the number one guy. He just has to stay ready. Meanwhile, another fight with major implications is looming in the bantamweight division. Sandhagen is set to face former flyweight king Davison Figueredo in a critical matchup. UFC analysts John Onik and Kenny Florian both lean toward the Sandman, citing his cardio, range control, and fight IQ. While Figueredo is explosive and carries significant power, especially early, this is a huge jump in weight class and competition. Koi's been fighting elite competition consistently. He narrowly lost to Umar Nurmagomedov and dominated top contenders like Chito Vera and Song Yadong. His wrestling has quietly evolved, and has shown he can not only defend but initiate grappling exchanges effectively. Figue's BJJ is top tier, but Sandhagen's length and agility make it difficult to latch onto submissions. Florian noted that Koi's only real weakness is his occasional hesitancy with volume. If he keeps the pace high, he could break down Figueredo and inch closer to a title shot against Merab Dvalishvili if Merab gets past Sean O'Malley. Now, shifting gears to one of the more volatile developments, Ilia Topuria's ongoing feud with Evloev. What started as whispers of a backstage clash has now turned into a full-blown personal vendetta. In an interview with Russia's Sport 24, Musa finally went public with his side of the story. Calm no more. Evloev called out Topuria for clownish behavior, labeling his actions as stupid and performative. He didn't stop there. He said he's so committed to fighting Topuria that he would even move up to lightweight to make it happen, regardless of what happens in Ilia's upcoming bout with Islam Makhachev. Dana White didn't hold back when asked about the situation in a recent YouTube appearance. I've been doing this for a long time. It doesn't bother me, Dana said. I don't give a star. I stay focused on what matters, putting on the best fights, finding talent, and building stars. White's no-nonsense reaction makes it clear he's not letting drama overshadow the UFC's core mission. Still, the altercation has captured fan attention and could set up a fiery grudge match in the near future. And if all that wasn't enough action for the week, the UFC officially confirmed Max Holloway versus Dustin Poirier 3 for the BMF title in New Orleans. This will be Poirier's retirement fight, and the setting couldn't be more fitting, his hometown. Michael Bisping gave some strong takes on the matchup, pointing out that while Poirier had the edge in their past encounters due to his strength and experience, those same traits may now be liabilities. Dustin has taken significant damage over his career, and the wear and tear may be catching up. On the flip side, Max Holloway is coming off a thunderous KO win over Justin Gaethje, reminding everyone that he still has what it takes at lightweight. Now the younger, fresher fighter, Max will look to finally beat Poirier after losing their first two meetings. Their first bout, Poirier submitted Holloway via armbar. The rematch for the interim belt went to decision, with Dustin once again having the upper hand. This third fight carries more than just legacy implications. It's a symbolic handoff. For Dustin, it's about going out on his terms. For Max, it's a statement that he belongs at 155 and isn't just a former featherweight champion looking to hang on. Between rising contenders like Garry, grudge matches like Topuria versus Evloev, and legends like Holloway and Poirier clashing one last time, the UFC landscape is as thrilling and unpredictable as ever. Stay tuned, because things are just heating up. How do you think the welterweight title picture shakes out if Garry steps in?